Sama monitor kita tak dengar.
Hi, good morning and welcome everyone. We are glad you are able to join our virtual press conference on International Greentech and Eco Products Exhibition and Conference Malaysia, or IGEM 2020 today. My name is Rosalika and I will be your MC for today. Now we ask that you mute your microphone during our PC to minimize the background noise. For your information, we are also simultaneously broadcasting on MGTC Facebook, CASA Facebook, as well as MIDA Facebook. For the Q&A session later, please enter your questions by using the Q&A feature. Thank you. Yang berusaha TSI Syamsul Bahar Muhammad Noor, the CEO of MGTC. Yang berbahagia Dato' Azman Mahmud, the CEO of MIDA, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Environment and Water and MGTC, as well as IGEM 2020 Strategic Partner MIDA, it is our pleasure to welcome you here today to the virtual press conference on IGEM 2020. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to start our PC today, I would like to bring your attention to the special remark by the Minister of Environment and Water, YB Datuk Sri Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Tuan-tuan, puan-puan dan rakan-rakan media sekalian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, syukur kehadrat Allah Subhanahu wa taala di atas segala kurniaan yang telah diberikan. Objektif sidang media pagi ini adalah untuk memaklumkan pencapaian penganjuran The International Greentech and Eco Product Exhibition and Conference Malaysia yang ke-11 atau ringkasnya IGEM yang telah diadakan pada 19 hingga 23 Oktober tahun 2020. IGEM telah diadakan selama 11 tahun dan telah mencatatkan pencapaian yang signifikan. IGEM telah berjaya mengukuhkan reputasi yang sangat mengagumkan sebagai satu platform perniagaan dan pameran inovasi teknologi hijau yang terkemuka di Asia. Tahun 2020 sangat mencabar. Pandemik COVID-19 memberi kesan besar kepada ekosistem perniagaan dan pertumbuhan ekonomi negara. Walau bagaimanapun, kita bersyukur kerana IGEM 2020 telah diteruskan dan dianjurkan dengan jayanya. IGEM 2020 melakar sejarah tersendiri sebagai satu platform pameran dan persidangan antarabangsa yang dianjurkan buat pertama kali di Malaysia secara dalam talian dan mengikut norma baru. Kejayaan IGEM 2020 adalah hasil komitmen dan kolaborasi rakan-rakan strategik pelbagai agensi kerajaan iaitu Kementerian Perdagangan Antarabangsa dan Industri (MITI), Lembaga Pembangunan Pelaburan Malaysia (MIDA), Pertubuhan Pembangunan Luar Malaysia. IGEM 2020 telah mencatatkan peningkatan penyertaan syarikat antarabangsa. Platform penganjuran secara dalam talian membuka ruang yang lebih luas kepada pihak luar, terutama pakar-pakar terkenal dunia dalam bidang teknologi hijau. Mereka terlibat secara aktif dalam sesi persidangan, sama ada secara langsung atau rakaman. Selain itu, para peserta juga telah berjaya meneroka pelbagai peluang dan kerjasama baharu menerusi sistem padanan perniagaan. Justru saya berbesar hati dan gembira mengumumkan IGEM 2020 telah berjaya menjana potensi pelaburan perniagaan bernilai 3.4 bilion dan menerusi penyertaan peserta daripada 79 buah negara seluruh dunia dan seramai lebih pada 15,000 pengunjung telah pun mengunjungi pameran tersebut. Saya mengucapkan syabas dan jutaan tahniah kepada pihak penganjur dan semua yang terlibat dalam menjayakan IGEM 2020. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang dirahmati sekalian, Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri telah pun menyatakan sikap optimis untuk mendepani pandemik COVID-19 dan cabaran perubahan iklim dalam ucapan perasmian IGEM 2020 tahun lalu. Beliau telah menyeru agar penilaian semula agenda pembangunan negara perlu dilakukan agar lebih lestari berdasarkan pembangunan hijau dan teknologi hijau. Pendekatan teknologi hijau bukan sahaja dapat memacu ekonomi dan kesejahteraan sosial, tetapi juga mendorong negara ke arah pembangunan rendah karbon dan lebih ampuh dalam menghadapi kesan perubahan iklim yang berlaku. Tuan-tuan sekalian, Mesyuarat Jemaah Menteri pada 23 Disember 2020 telah bersetuju secara prinsip supaya KASA menyusul perancangan pembangunan kerangka undang-undang perubahan iklim negara yang lebih holistik dan terangkum dalam pelbagai peringkat termasuk kerajaan negeri, pihak-pihak swasta dan organisasi bukan kerajaan. Dalam laporan Third Biennial Update Report atau BUR3, iaitu Kerajaan Malaysia kepada Konvensyen Rangka Kerja Perubahan Iklim Pertubuhan Bangsa-Bangsa Bersatu atau United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change atau UNFCCC, di mana langkah-langkah mitigasi dan peringkat nasional telah dinyatakan dengan jelas dan ketara. Komitmen kerajaan dalam penerapan amalan kelestarian alam telah ditunjukkan dalam Belanjawan 2021. Kerajaan telah pun bersetuju untuk meluaskan skim pembiayaan teknologi hijau atau GTFS dengan memperuntukkan tambahan sebanyak 2 bilion ringgit. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, selain daripada itu, kerajaan juga bersetuju untuk menerbitkan sukuk hijau yang pertama selari dengan reputasi Malaysia sebagai hub kewangan lestari dan juga memperuntukkan sebanyak 30 juta ringgit bagi menjayakan program SAFE 2.0 untuk mendorong penggunaan peralatan elektrik rumah yang cekap tenaga dalam kalangan isi rumah rakyat Malaysia. Tuan-tuan sekalian, KASA sebagai peneraju kelestarian alam sekitar dan air negara akan meneruskan kerjasama rapat dengan pihak industri dan komuniti untuk menangani isu pencemaran. Sebagai contoh, inisiatif pengurangan lambakan plastik sekali guna secara lebih efektif berdasarkan kepada Pelan Hala 7 Malaysia ke arah sifar penggunaan plastik sekali guna yang telah dilancarkan pada tahun 2018. KASA juga memberi fokus kepada pembangunan sosioekonomi negara melalui pendekatan ekonomi kitaran atau circular economy, di mana sumber sisa akan dimanfaatkan sepenuhnya dan digunakan secara berulang kali secara selamat dalam menghasilkan produk, sekaligus mengurangkan sisa di tapak pelupusan sampah atau fasiliti yang berkaitan. Tuan-tuan sekalian, ekonomi kitaran juga mampu merangsang pelaburan awam dan swasta, meningkatkan pendapatan serta membuka lebih banyak peluang pekerjaan selain galakan kepada gaya hidup hijau dalam kalangan masyarakat, di mana ianya menepati agenda Matlamat Pembangunan Lestari PBB menjelang tahun 2030. Tuan-tuan sekalian, perancangan bagi IGEM 2021. IGEM akan terus memainkan peranan penting sebagai platform tahunan dan berinteraksi dengan industri, pihak usahawan, NGO dan rakyat secara efektif untuk mengembangkan pembangunan agenda hijau negara. Justru saya menyeru kepada semua untuk terus menyokong penganjuran IGEM 2021 yang akan diadakan selama 6 bulan bermula 1 Julai hingga 31 Disember 2021. Berdasarkan pengalaman dan kerjaan edisi dalam talian tahun lepas, kami menjangkakan bahawa IGEM 2021 akan dilaksanakan secara hybrid, iaitu di platform atas talian dan secara fizikal. Tuan-tuan sekalian, sebagai penutup, saya ingin mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih sekali lagi atas usaha, komitmen dan dedikasi semua pihak yang terlibat dalam menjayakan IGEM 2020, terutama para penaja iaitu Petronas, Solar West Group dan British Malaysia Chamber of Commerce. Begitu juga rakan-rakan strategi IGEM iaitu Lembaga Pembangunan Pelaburan Malaysia (MIDA) dan Perbadanan Pembangunan Perdagangan Luar Malaysia (Metrik), badan-badan bukan kerajaan, kementerian-kementerian dan agensi kerajaan yang lain, serta rakan-rakan persidangan dan pihak-pihak media. Komitmen semua adalah amat penting bagi memastikan jenama IGEM terus unggul sebagai sebuah platform perniagaan dan inovasi teknologi hijau terkemuka di rantau ini dan seterusnya mendorong pertumbuhan ekonomi negara dan memacu tindakan bersama menangani perubahan iklim. Semoga kita semua berjumpa dalam IGEM 2021. Sekian, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera.
Okay, everyone, for information, the speech of the Minister YB Datuk Sri Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man will be uploaded on our YouTube as well. Now, without further ado, we want to invite the CEO of MGTC yang berusaha TS Syamsul Baha Muhammad Noor to share to everyone on the last year achievement of virtual IGEM. Please welcome Syamsul.
Thank you, Eka. Ladies and gentlemen, good day to all. First and foremost, we would like to convey our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man, Minister of Environment and Water, KASA, for the delivery of his special remarks, and to Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Engineer Zaini Ujang, Secretary General KASA, for the endless contributions and making the IGEM 2020 successful. Also, our highest appreciation and thanks to Yang Berbahagia Datuk Azman Mahmud, Chief Executive Officer of the Malaysian Investment Development Authority, or MIDA, for being present at today's press conference. Thank you, Datuk. We wish also to thank our media friends and graciously accepted our invitation in making this event complete. Today's press conference is being organized to personally share the results of the International Greentech and Eco Products Exhibition and Conference Malaysia, or better known as IGEM, for the year 2020, which was held virtually for the very first time last year, from 19 October to the 23rd of October of 2020. Before we share the final outcome of IGEM 2020, please allow us to give a brief recap of IGEM 2020 event and the process of conducting it in the era of new normal. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the year 2020 brought with it an uninvited circumstances, forcing the whole world to adjust to the new normal. After many years of holding IGEM physically at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre, our team at the Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Centre, or MGTC, under the direction of the Ministry of Environment and Water, KASA, had to drastically adjust in formulating a new ground for a new way of organizing this year's IGEM by hosting it virtually. Despite the challenges and various unknowns, it was important for KASA and MGTC to continue with IGEM 2020, as it is a vital catalyst in driving the growth of the nation's green technology sector and indeed for the region's green economy. In fact, due to the economic uncertainty and social unpredictability, we felt strongly that it was more crucial for the government, policymakers, business, innovators, and experts to meet and engage on our virtual platform, allowing for an exchange of insights and ideas on how the region's green economies could work together in new partnership that will help us to overcome the twin challenges of COVID-19 and climate change. Team Energizing Sustainability, IGEM 2020 was focused in making a proactive and positive difference in the world by encouraging people to participate and power the green economy as an impetus to revive the global economy. Given immersed participation that we eventually received from IGEM 2020, we are glad that we have decided to persevere and successfully complete IGEM 2020. IGEM 2020's virtual platform attracted a large number of visitors and exhibitors, industry leaders, speakers from multiple countries, and specific details of which shall be revealed shortly by our Honourable Minister, and it was being shared earlier. Suffice to this, the incredible response only goes to show how spirited people across the globe are in energizing sustainability, acknowledging that climate change is still a matter of great concern, even as we battle an ongoing global pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, as a matter of fact, while many businesses are in the midst of just keeping afloat in order to survive the effects of the coronavirus, the sustainability sector has been presented with an unprecedented prospect, as many economists note that a post-pandemic recovery offers a unique opportunity to decarbonize the world economy through affordable and workable policies in order to assure in a more sustainable economy. The United Nations, European Union, and the International Monetary Fund have all identified the far-reaching effects of climate action in the green economy to stimulate industries, create employment opportunities, and empower consumers. Several of IGEM's 2020 key speakers also addressed the same during the many conferences and pocket talk sessions, highlighting how the green technology sector can play a pivotal role as countries start recalibrating the way forward. These forecasts definitely shine a more positive outlook for the sustainability sector in the near future. And as such, we do hope that through the insights shared during IGEM 2020, the green entrepreneurs in Malaysia are invigorated in continuing their endeavors to create a more inventive and innovative ecosystem that will revive the country's environmental and economic landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that success of IGEM 2020 would not be possible without the support of many parties that came together in a short period of time to conduct this virtual event. As such, we would like to take this opportunity today to express our appreciation to each one of them. High up in the order, we would like to thank CASA for entrusting MGTC with the responsibility to once again organize IGEM. The Ministry's guidance and support have been crucial in dealing with the different regional delegates and pavilion, as well as international corporations. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our returning strategic partner, MIDA, and business matching partner, Matrade, for hosting more than 200 networking sessions, including curated groups and personal business matching session during the 5 days of IGEM. We also gratitude to MIDA for being part of today's press conference to be able to give a better understanding of green investment generated at IGEM 2020 and the prospect of the industry in the coming year. Furthermore, to our sponsors, Petronas Solar Vest Holdings, Berhad, and British Malaysian Chamber of Commerce, to name a few, we appreciate the trust that you continue to show in us despite the many changes in IGEM 2020 and the brief lead time to prepare for the virtual platform. Thank you to our exhibitors and key speakers for your participation and support, as it enabled many green entrepreneurs to gain new insights while exploring the many opportunities available in the green industry. Last but not least, we would like to applaud our team at MGTC for not only taking this challenge, but being victorious in completing another year of IGEM. The determination and hard work over the past several months leading up to the event was key in making sure that the first virtual IGEM was on par in terms of standard and success with those from the previous years. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, with another triumphant year and of IGEM under our belt, I look forward to IGEM 2021 being held on a bigger scale. Hosting IGEM 2020 virtually has been a blessing in disguise, as it had opened up new avenues for us to reach out to more green industry leaders around the world and to be able to inspire a whole new set of green entrepreneurs, which is why we will definitely incorporate a virtual platform for IGEM 2020 as well. Of course, we are hopeful that the global circumstances will be better by then. so that we can once again welcome international exhibitors, regional delegates, industries, and thought leaders into our country to personally exchange the latest knowledge and development in the sustainability sector. In the meantime, MGTC shall continue our role as the lead agency for CASA by developing and implementing new programs on green growth, climate change mitigation, and climate change adaptation, with an aim to create a greater and greener future for Malaysia, while simultaneously contributing to our country's economy. With that, our collective efforts, the green sector in Malaysia continues to strive and thrive with countless possibilities yet to be discovered. We are excited to be part of the ministry that shapes the growth of the industry. Along with all you present here today, I look forward in making green economy the cornerstone that we share and shape and ramp up the sustainable development of the nation in incoming years. Terima kasih to all. Back to you, Ika.
Thank you, Encik Shamsul, for the sharing and your keynote address. Now, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, now we would like to invite the CEO of MIDA, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Azman Mahmud, for his keynote address. Please welcome Dato'.
Thank you, Ika. Yang berusaha Encik Shamsul Baha Muhammad Noor, the Chief Executive Officer of the Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Centre. Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased today, together with Encik Shamsul, the CEO of MGTC, we're here with us today to announce the success of the International Greentech and Eco Product Exhibition and Conference, also known as IGEM 2020. Being the strategic partner for IGEM for more than 10 years, MIDA is privileged to continue playing an integral role in facilitating towards the nation's sustainable development goals. MIDA successfully participated in the first virtual International Greentech and Eco Product Exhibition and Conference 2020, held from 19 to 23rd of October last year. And this event, led by the Ministry of Environment and Water, through its agencies MGTC, has presented MIDA as a strategic partner and a strategic investment partner to businesses in seizing opportunities in green technology. The COVID-19, as mentioned by Encik Shamsul, the COVID-19 pandemic has compelled economies to seriously re-evaluate the option to manufacture and consume products and services. Individuals and businesses and communities adapted to transform to a new normal in order to stay competitive. It is a humbling experience for us as well to take quick and consistent actions to prevent dire consequences while rebuilding a more sustainable future. IGEM 2020 last year was therefore very timely and relevant. Since its inception in 2010, MIDA has been among the solid pillars of IGEM. During the recent virtual IGEM 2020, MIDA has disseminated information and guided participants on the various investment opportunities within the green technology industry, including those announced under the Budget 2020. MIDA's virtual exhibition booth was set up as a microsite where live chat, infographics, and video presentations, pocket talk, and business matching sessions were carried out through this platform. We responded to potential investors' inquiries and discussed on MIDA's latest facilities and incentive and support services for local and foreign investors. The total of 883 online participants visited the MIDA virtual exhibition, both during the 5-day event, comprising 711 or 81% trade visitors and 172 or 19% public visitors. In addition, 362 participants attended the pocket talk sessions. A total of 51 inquiries were recorded through live chat and business matching sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, MIDA also engaged with potential companies from both manufacturing and services sectors throughout IGEM 2020. This has resulted to business leads of 64 proposed projects with investments of 3.08 billion ringgit from both manufacturing and services sectors. Therefore, we are pleased to announce that the 1.6 billion business leads target set by CASA and MIDA for IGEM 2020 has been surpassed, with renewed business interest of 3.08 billion ringgit potential investment, mainly from renewable energy, energy efficiency, solar leasing, integrated waste management, green building, and manufacturing sectors. The renewable energy for waste management segment has the highest investment needs of 1.75 billion ringgit, followed by 814 million ringgit interest in mini hydro segment of the renewable energy. Following this, as at December 2020, we have received 36 applications originating from IGEM 2020 with a total proposed investment of 167.5 million ringgit. It is noted that as at December 2020, it's noted that from 2016 until September 2020, MIDA has approved 1,317 green technology projects with investments amounting to 18.55 billion ringgit, as well as 63 green services companies with a total proposed operational expenditure of 318.51 million ringgit, with the support of the incentives for green technology. It is indeed encouraging that green industry and initiatives are gaining momentum despite the current uncertainties, and industry players are putting a dedicated efforts in business recovery while advancing Malaysia's green aspiration for sustainable growth in line with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDG. Ladies and gentlemen, undoubtedly, IGEM is a significant and an essential platform for MIDA to spread greater awareness of the available facilities and incentives to promote our nation's green agenda. The government has announced to continue the incentives of Green Investment Tax Allowance, or well known as GITA, and the purchase of green technology assets and green income tax exemption, or GITE, for use of the green technology services and systems until the year 2023. The incentives support green technology activities in the areas of energy, green building, green data center, integrated waste management, and supporting services activities. The Green Investment Tax Allowance, or GITE, is also extended for companies which undertake solar leasing activities under the Net Energy Metering Scheme, or NEM. IGEM is also an excellent platform for solution providers and green energy businesses to tap into the fast expanding ASEAN market by showcasing the industry's latest innovation. As a strategic partner to IGEM, MIDA will continue to engage and participate in this significant event to promote more investments in green technology projects and provide the necessary support and facilitation to the stakeholders. So once again, I would like to thank all our media friends for your attendance, and we look forward to your assistance in amplifying the information shared today to your esteemed readers. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Dato', for the speech. Now, members of the media, we will open floor for questions now. Now, please enter your questions by using the Q&A feature only. We will select the questions to be read out, and please also note that questions have to be related to IGEM. Thank you. Okay, we have a question from Berita Harian to Dato' Azman, ya. Pertumbuhan ekonomi dunia menunjukkan kelembapan, namun adakah minat pelaburan perniagaan dari luar masih kukuh, terutamanya untuk teknologi hijau dan eco? Bagaimana pula dengan keseluruhan pelaburan pada 2020 dan jangkaan tahun ini? Silakan, Dato' Azman.
Saya rasa berdasarkan kepada interest yang telah diperolehi melalui program-program yang telah dijalankan oleh MIDA dan juga agensi-agensi yang terlibat, kita dapati dari segi program sahaja pada tahun 2019 kita ada 99 promotion program untuk seminar, briefing, networking, dialog, juga perjumpaan dengan pelabur, dan juga 42 engagement dengan berbagai stakeholders, termasuklah financial institution, industri, construction industri, pertumbuhan arkitek dan sebagainya. So jumlah tu 42. Kemudian pada tahun 2020 kita ada 155 program, 158 dan juga 53. Jadi jumlahnya lebih kurang berapa ni? 211 pada tahun 2020. Jadi kalau dicampur dua tahun tu ada peningkatan. Jadi kita lebih agresif dalam promosi. Dan hasilnya kita dapat seperti yang sebut dalam ucapan tadi, walaupun kita target 1.6 bilion business interest, jadi yang kita rekod semasa IGEM 2020 ialah 3.08 bilion ringgit. Dari segi potential investment dalam sektor-sektor renewable energy, energy efficiency, solar leasing, integrated waste management dan green building, termasuklah dari segi manufacturing. Dan saya nak sebut di sini kelulusan pada tahun 2020 sehingga bulan September, jumlahnya ialah 2.23 bilion ringgit yang telah diluluskan dalam green technology pelaburan. So ini adalah satu yang menggalakkan kerana sambutan di dalam sektor ini dicampur dengan support daripada kerajaan dalam pengarakan dengan insentif dan sebagainya. Jadi moving forward, dalam bajet 2020, kerajaan telah bersetuju untuk extend di tax incentive GITA dan juga GIT dan juga solar leasing sehingga 2023. Jadi kita jangka interest untuk pelaburan di dalam sektor ini akan terus bertambah baik di masa yang akan datang. Jadi kita berharap IGEM 2021 akan lebih mencapai tahap yang lebih baik daripada yang telah kita capai sebelum ini.
Okay, thank you Datuk. We have another question daripada Berita Harian juga.
Ya, secara keseluruhannya pelaburan-pelaburan yang
kita target 2 bilion tahun ni.
IGEM tahun ni ialah 2 bilion.
Last year sasaran 1.6.
Last year 1.6. So kita tingkatkan sebab sentimen dan juga sambutan yang dilakukan.
Nanti draft reply to press kemudian.
Alright.
Healthy lah.
Okay. We have another question daripada Berita Harian. Jadi potensi perniagaan di jana menerusi IGEM 2020 kebanyakannya disumbangkan oleh segmen apa? Okay, mungkin Datuk Azmi.
Yang besarnya adalah tenaga. Ya, tenaga. Renewable energy for waste management segment adalah paling tinggi. Yang interest dia itu 1.75 bilion ringgit, diikuti dengan 814 juta ringgit di dalam segmen mini hydro untuk renewable energy.
Okay, we have question from Bernama. Apakah expected response untuk virtual platform IGEM tahun ini? Bagaimanakah perbezaannya daripada physical exhibition? Mungkin Cik Syamsul boleh jawab soalan ini?
Okay, terima kasih Kak. Terima kasih kepada Bernama. Pertama, what we are looking at is due to the current coronavirus pandemic. So we have to think out of the box, how to do a different sort of approach. As in my speech tadi, I keep on mentioning that whatever goes on, IGEM have to still be relevant. We still have to conduct IGEM no matter what. And for last year, we decided to go on virtual. So when we did our assessment and evaluation of last year's the success that we are able to pull through, we decided to again do virtual IGEM for 2021. A lot of reason why. Number one is because of the pandemic. And even though we are looking at perhaps the vaccine will be reaching our shore by late February, early March, but the number of visitors that would be coming to IGEM 2021 will probably be affected. So due to that, we decided to continue with virtual IGEM for this year. However, the approach is different. We'll be extending it for 6 months from the 1st of July until the end of the year. The reason being is this: we will engage with more stakeholders, engage with more industries, and the participation can be greater if we have it for 6 months. But the main event, as per last year, we did it in October. So this year, the main event will be doing it for a week, and we have chosen the month of December. Why? Because there'll be the Expo Dubai 2020 will be held in October of this year, starting October. So most of the focus will be on the Expo Dubai. And in the month of November, we'll be having COP, Conference of Parties in Scotland. Again, we do not wish to overshadow both events. That's the reason being that we will be having the grand week of IGEM will be in December. However, again, as I've iterated earlier, the whole event will be for the whole of 6 months. So there will be a lot of conferences and seminars that will be conducting. And together with MIDA, we hope that we can actually garner more investments coming to Malaysia by having such, this is a new sort of strategy that we're coming up with. Thank you.
Thank you, Shamsul. All right, we have another question from Ms. Mageswari. How many green projects have been materialized from the virtual IGEM 2020?
Yes, for IGEM 2020, we has received 36 applications with a total proposed investment of 167.5 million ringgit. So we anticipate more will be coming in this year because IGEM 2020, just ended not too long ago.
All right. Okay. We do have a question on GITA. Okay. What are the criteria of applying the GITA incentive, and when is the deadline of the submission?
December.
Yeah. Okay. The deadline is until 31st December 2023. So you can apply anytime. But as long as you submit before the deadline, then you are eligible to be considered for the incentive. The criteria I would like to share, of course, number one, you need to be incorporated under Companies Act 2016 and resident in Malaysia. Resident means you are a resident company registered here. Company number two, company which has incurred first qualifying capex before application made to MIDA is not eligible for this incentive. So you have to apply first before you incur the capex. And number three, for green building, company must submit application form together with the provisional green building certificate and before the completion of the green project. And B, company which has already obtained the final certificate or equivalent is not eligible for this incentive. So the qualifying capital expenditure can be backdated not earlier than 3 years from the date of application received by MIDA, but not earlier than 1st January 2020. Number four, company must comply with the following. A, minimize the degradation of the environment or reduce greenhouse emission. B, promote health and improvement of environment. And C, conserve the use of energy, water, and or other forms of natural resources, or promote the use of renewable energy, or able to recycle waste material resources. So these are the criteria. We can circulate this later to the members of press for you to refer to.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Dr. Azman. Okay, we have one last question. Pelaburan keseluruhan semua sektor tahun 2020? Berapakah sumbangan dari DDI dan FDI? Bagi tahun ini, apakah langkah drastik yang akan diambil oleh MIDA disebabkan pandemik COVID-19 dan ketidakstabilan politik negara?
Thank you for the question again. For as of September 2020, of course, later on when we announce the whole of year 2020, there will be some updates. But as of today, as at September 2020, I mentioned earlier, the total investment is 2.23 billion ringgit. Foreign investment is 362.9 million ringgit. Domestic investment is 1.87 billion ringgit.
Okay. I think that's all the questions that we managed to answer for today. So I think we shall close the floor for questions now. For those who have a remaining question, we will try to respond after PC via email, and we will also share the press release via email afterwards. And for your information, we have also shared the link to the press release as well as all the speeches at the chat box earlier. So, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, on behalf of the Ministry of Environment and Water, MGTC and MIDA, we offer our sincere thanks to everyone for joining us this morning at Virtual PC on IGEM at 2020. So thank you again for your support and stay safe. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you all. Thank you, Datuk Husband.
Okay, pleasure.
Thank you.